Anyway, speaking of Tyrion, let's talk about the episode you just watched, Season 2, Episode 9, Blackwater. Let's talk about Tyrion's journey, because quite a bit happens to him. Mm-hmm. Did he impress you the way he stepped up?
Totally. Toad stan.
Definitely toads.
I still hate Joffrey.
Joffrey, sure.
Blanked on his name. Love Tyrion. He took everyone under his wing. He was like, listen, we're going to fake them out, come up behind them. Right. He wasn't scared, he didn't back down, and he's half the size of everyone else.
Yeah, he's a half man. And I remember...
The quarter thing was hilarious.
No, that was funny.
When they're like talking about if he got cut in half, he goes, well, then I'd only be a quarter man and a much better half man.
Or he shamed him. He's like, if I'm only a half man, what's that make all of you? And that was nice too.
Yeah.
He's used it to his advantage, maybe, his dwarfism. What was I going to say about Tyrion? How about Joffrey? How about that little moment where...
Little punk.
Little punk. Why do you say that?
Nice word for him. He's just terrible in every way, shape, or form. Just the beginning when he made Sansa kiss his sword and talked about one day killing her brother. And
did you like though how Sansa tried to turn it around him a bit and try to goad him into dying in battle?
Yes, that was smart of her.
I like that it was like she could kind of took it to the edge, but not quite over. Like she didn't give him reason to really be mad, but she said enough to
made
make
it sound
clear,
more like it'd be like a...
Like she made clear what she thinks of him.
Yes. I like her. She's growing on me. She's getting more bold by the episode.
A lot of them stepped up this week, and her included. I mean, she was only kind of trapped in the Red Keep with Cersei, evil drunk Cersei, and the rest of the women.
Sounds terrible.
How did she fare under Cersei's really withering criticism?
Yeah, she was just like Debbie Downer over there. I don't know. She stood her own. She just kind of like, she drank the wine. She was doing everything she was told.
Right. She can't
questioning the queen. But yeah, I thought Cersei was hilarious in this.
Me too. This is one of my favorite bits from the show.
She's just like negative Nancy
drunk
over and
Cersei
over.
Being a mean drunk. I love that bit. Was there anything in there? She had a line where she said, Cersei, she was talking about like her past and the fact that, Jaime was raised to fight with a sword. I didn't understand why we were treated differently because they were twins and they looked more similar back when they were young. And I was taught to smile and sing songs and please, and then I was sold to some dude like a horse. Like, to me, that always was kind of an insight into her character. Like, that's part of the reason she's so
scarred from an early
bitter.
age. Yes. Absolutely, yeah. That definitely plays a part in who she is today.
And then takes it out on, like, an innocent little girl like Sansa, who I think she probably is a little jealous of.
Yeah, I'd say so. I can't get over... This has nothing, this is off topic, but I can't get over how much she reminds me of Keira Knightley. Like, even the way she sounds.
Wait, which one?
Cersei.
Really? Keira Knightley?
Do you not get that? Every scene,
she
reminds me so much of Keira Knightley. Anyway, side note.
I'll look for that now that I'm going forward.
And they sound alike.
I honestly never noticed, but I know Keira. I'll
People
look
in
for
the
it
chat,
now.
do you agree?
Does anybody else think Cersei sounds like Keira Knightley?
And looks like her, kind of.
And looks like her. Doesn't she have brunette hair?
Sometimes. I don't know.
Anyway, getting off topic. But interesting point.
Well, because she's in, like, The Duchess. Like, she's in period movies where she has that accent.
What about Tyrion's ploy with the wildfire?
That was cool.
That was cool. Good. I'm glad it went over well for you.
No, I like that part. Just I didn't realize what was happening.
Well, I was wondering if you would, because they did mention wildfire. Remember, we talked a couple weeks back, like they were making it in that big dungeon area.
Oh, all the barrels, and I was wondering. I had no idea what that meant. Okay, got it.
But it didn't I agree that it didn't like connect it completely. But as long as you have the connection now, do we have a question mark?
No, we just have a strong response to Kayla's contention, which the answer is no.
What?
No.
No?
I never saw it either, to be honest. But
it's the first thing I saw when I saw and heard her. Next week, we're going to have a side-by-side picture.
I love that, absolutely. We will have a side-by-side picture of Keira Knightley and Lena Headey as Cersei Lannister.
No, the wildfire. I thought it was really cool. I didn't understand what was happening. And then you see the boat leaking stuff all throughout the water. They shoot the arrow, light the ocean, lake, whatever on fire.
River, I think it's the river.
The river. Yeah, I did not see that coming, but it was smart on their part.
Interesting. How about just the spectacle in general? Because it was...
Why was it green?
That's the color wildfire is. I'm not really sure.
Oh.
You know that fire is hotter as it... Like, red fire is the coolest fire, and it goes up to, like, white is the hottest, I think. And then green somewhere in the middle.
Dan, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Fire is wonderful. It goes through all kinds of fun colors. We went to the question card?
Where is Gendry from Lizzie?
Where is Gendry? Right now, we don't know. In terms of season 6.
He just... Oh. Never mind.
Right now.
Where I am.
Where...
I don't know where he is either.
He's with Arya. He escaped.
But they escaped, so we don't know where they are.
Right now, we don't know. We don't know. We'll find out in season 7 because we've been kind of lost his trail for a while. Hopefully, we'll hook back up with him. Moving on, I want to really quick on Joffrey. The moment where he like skittles away from battle because he's afraid of it. I don't know. I had a little bit of sympathy because it seemed a little like to me that he kind of dropped his braggadocious, I'm going to kill Stannis, which he never was going to do, and just like seemed like a little kid who's in over his head and ran.
He very much seemed like a kid. And even Cersei was like, where's my son? Like, it just made him sound like a little boy playing with men.
Right.
I still don't feel sorry for him, though.
No, it's hard to feel sorry for him, but
I think
maybe
he's the worst.
Maybe underneath it all, he's just a kid who doesn't so much need to be killed as like slapped around or spanked a little bit.
Or scared the crap out of.
Scared the crap out of. But who's going to do it? He's the king. That's the problem.
Right. So mouthy.
Speaking
with
of...
so much power. I wonder what that guy's like in real life, that actor.
Oh, he's super nice.
Really?
His name is Jack Gleason. Yeah. Oh, are you assuming
I feel like
he's
a
nasty
jerk in
person?
real life, too.
That's so
if I saw him in public,
mean.
I'd slap him.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
Guess he's a good actor.
You can't judge these things. That must be unfair, though, for like the actors to just get like spat upon if
I
they
didn't
see
cast
random
him,
people.
Dan.
You didn't. It means doing a good job. It's what I'm going to take
Exactly.
from that.
Great
Good
acting.
job, Jack Gleason. Speaking of Cersei's kids, how about her willingness to kill her own on the
That
throne
was
rather
weird.
than be taken?
Things got weird at the end there. I didn't know if she was going to take it or shove it down his throat.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. It looked like she was going for him at the very end.
And then Papa Lannister saves everyone. I don't know if that's a commendable thing or a terrible mother thing. I'm undecided.
Keep in mind, Stannis would probably execute them because they're a threat to his
Good
kind
mother.
of throne.
Poisoning her child before he gets mutilated. I don't know. That's so weird.
I mean, it's pretty twisted.
It is.
I think, you hear stories about mothers who kill their children. It's never a good thing. I think she was definitely in the wrong there, even if he
I
was
agree,
executed.
yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's his life. You can take it from the
Die with honor.
But she loves her kids a lot. Like I don't know. It's that whole thing where like it's a twisted kind of love where you think you're doing what's best for them, but that's horrible. You can't kill your kid.
No, very true. I do not.
We don't approve
that.
of
Nope.
killing your kids.
Nope. I
Do we
changed
have
my
a question?
Thank you. Where will we see Melisandre again? Will we see Ilan Payne again?
Melisandre, we'll see her again, I think. I mean, we last saw her riding away from Winterfell. I was about to do this.
Oh, should I plug my ears?
I was going to say riding away, but I stopped myself. In season 6. But Ilan Payne, he was in this episode. He was the guy who was in the Red Keep with the women. He was.
He's
Cersei's
scary,
there he's here to execute us if they get too close.
So, yeah, I didn't understand that part. She said that Stannis didn't want them alive.
No, he wanted them alive. She didn't want them to be taken alive.
Oh, okay, that was her thing. Got it.
Yeah, she was going to have that guy kill them all if Stannis got too close.
She's crazy.
Like, she plays for keeps, this woman. Or, yeah, she's just insane. She's crazy. But she was spared the need to do anything because Papa Lannister did save the day. He came in with the army. Did you recognize that knight who was kneeling next to him in the throne room when he came in?
Wasn't it the guy that got stabbed that was looking after the king? Or Joffrey?
After Joffrey?
I thought it was the guy that came in and said that Joffrey is still out there, and she was like, go get him.
Oh, that's a Lancel. That's the Lannister cousin. I mean, they have similar long hair.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought that was.
No, that was Loras Tyrell. He was the gay lover of the dead King Renly.
They do look a lot alike. Okay,
they have like the long flowy hair. I understand.
But okay, the one that came to tell Cersei what was going on is the one that she was sleeping with.
Yes, and the one who was narking for Tyrion.
I get it now. With you.
And the guy who was with Tywin was Loras Tyrell, who was Renly Baratheon's gay lover.
Yes.
He was Robert's younger brother.
Whose sister is now the queen?
Whose sister is his sister. She's not married to anybody.
Oh.
But
she wants to be the queen.
She wants to be the queen. And apparently his army is helping out Tywin, so maybe she'll get compensated in some way in the near future. Anyway, it was a good episode, I thought.
It was very bloody. A guy's head got cut in half.
Okay, yeah, so for that. So too much, too much, not enough.
I don't know how they film stuff like that. I really don't. It boggles my mind to think about production. A little much. I mean, I just saw Hacksaw Ridge, so I'm used to bloody. But, I mean, I don't know what I was expecting differently for a war scene in Game of Thrones.
I mean, I think it's like a fine line. It's between, like, you want it to be bloody enough, because it is war, and I mean, you want to be honest about it, like, it's going to happen, but not so bloody that it just becomes exploitative, and you're just doing this because people like gore and stuff.
Yeah, there is too much. I felt like this was okay.
I mean, it got pretty brutal at parts, but
my screen was a little dark. It was hard to see at times.
So we should watch them in there. So we're going along. We'll do a little more. I want to talk about the Hound really fast and his little journey. He also scattered away from the battle.
That took me by surprise.
Why is that?
He's this big, tough, bad dude who doesn't ever seem afraid of anybody.
Do you remember his little origin story?
He ran.
Remember his origin story about how he got that scar?
A burn?
Yeah, he was pushed into the fire by his older brother.
So he saw the fire and kind of froze.
He has a deathly fear of fire. I think that was his breaking point. As he should.
But yeah, I was surprised that he pieced out in the middle of battle.
Should Sansa have taken his offer to go north with him?
Yes.
Yes.
Get out of there.
That's fair enough. Yeah, she probably should have. It's not a good place there.
Girlfriend, you know
why didn't she?
It's a good question, Dan. I don't know. I think she's crazy at this point.
Really? You think she's crazy?
No, I don't.
Go on.
I don't know if she's wanting to, because I don't know how she's going to manipulate Joffrey in any way. He seems so powerful, and I don't know. I want her to do that if she stays, but I don't see how she will.
Remember, at the time she refused it, she thought that Stannis was probably going to win. And Stannis doesn't need to kill her. In fact, Stannis would probably want her alive.
That's what she said. He wouldn't kill me.
Because she's valuable. She's the daughter of a Stark. She can be traded to other people or even sent home.
Leverage, yeah.
Stannis is not a friendly person, but he's nicer than the Lannisters.
So you're saying now the Lannisters have won, she's screwed.
She's in the same place she was before. Also, the Hound, I mean, so I don't know, a giant burned man offers to take you home. You just take it? I mean, he is a scary-looking guy. Oh, he said it, so he couldn't be lying.
He's always protected her in the past.
He has protected her in the past, but he's also killed people. Like she's seen him like disembowel people in front
I'd want him on my side.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm not sure she was quite there. I'm not sure she quite trusted him.
True.
So I don't blame her for leaving. Probably, I agree, it would have been the smart thing to do, but she didn't have all the information, so I'm just gonna go. Anything else stick out to you from this episode? It was a big one. What happens now? No, I have one final question for you. Was this the outcome that you wanted? So Stannis lost, the Lannisters
It's the outcome
are in power.
I expected.
Fair enough.
I think last time I said I want Stannis' army to win, but I think the Lannisters will, because they don't seem to lose, ever.
Right. Frustrating, isn't it?
Is that an ongoing theme throughout this show?
I mean, don't worry, they'll start losing. But,
okay.
And he's still around, Stannis. He didn't die. He just retreated.
He's still kicking.
Any other questions before we wrap this up?
Do you reckon he'll ever get over his fear of fire?
The Hound? No, it's deep in there. He has some more fun adventures with fire in the future. I doubt it, but we can hope. Anyway, any final thoughts, Kayla?
Do we see everyone else next episode? Season 2 finale?
It returns to the whole round robin kind of bunch of stories. Did you like, by the way, the fact that it was only one location this time?
I did.
Me too.
I think for my brain it was easier to watch one whole thing versus jumping around, but I missed some of the other characters this week.
I feel you. They do that every once in a great while. They just do one thing, and it's always nice to kind of have like a nice centered, we don't need to be going everywhere at once kind of
thing. It kept my attention.
Got my attention too. So, but I mean, there's just so many damn people that can't do that every week. So.
Right.
Anyway, we will be back next Wednesday at 4. You can follow Kayla at
Kayla Canarum on Twitter.
Excellent.
KNIERIM.
And remember, we're going to post the rules for, I think we can do that, to the giveaway for this Game of Thrones Season 6 specialty set on Winter is Coming on Sunday or Monday. So look out for that, and we'll see you next week.
Where can people follow you, Dan?
Dan _Selke on Twitter. And of course at WickNet on Twitter.
We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.